From the Sports Station, here's News Channel 2 Sports Director Spencer Davidson.
Good evening. It was the seventh and final day of the preliminary round for the IIHF Women's World Championship here in Utica. After 20 games, 8 of the 10 teams have solidified their spot into the medal round beginning on Thursday. Before we get to that, though, it was a special night at the Adirondack Bank Center last night. The final night for Team USA in the preliminary round. The defending gold medalists topping rival Canada in an overtime thriller in front of a record-setting crowd of 4,017 fans on hand to witness Kirsten Sims lift the United States to the top of Group A. It made for a night no one in attendance will ever forget. That includes the players on the ice and the coaches on the bench.
Our team works so hard. I really appreciate them and representing and helping them and giving them just a little bit of guidance so that they can even use that energy and those God-given gifts. It is fun to sit back. In those games, you try to sit back and just admire and watch and try to encourage. This is their game. They've been dreaming about this game for their entire lives, and this is why they play. And so I try to just give them some guidance and then try to let them go out and enjoy that, and learn from it.
It's so fun. We've had our eye on this tournament, obviously, all season long since Brampton, and being in the state of New York is really special to me. I'm from Westchester County, and getting all my teammates to experience New York as well, and I think the fans have been really passionate and have showed out for us, and I think hopefully they're going to continue to do so, and I think maybe we gained a few more this evening, and hopefully they're sticking around because obviously we're not done yet.
It's amazing playing on home soil. I mean, when you get that chant, you get the crowds, and you get that energy, it obviously translates to our bench and just our team, and we bring it even more just because we know we have that support behind us from the crowd, and you can really hear it and feel it on the ice, so it's been super special.
So this is where things stood coming into the final day of preliminary round action with the results last night. The U.S. already locking up the top spot in Group A, Canada securing the 2 seed, followed by Czechia, Finland, and Switzerland. Then in Group B, Germany leading the way, tied with Switzerland with 9 points, but holding the tiebreaker due to a head-to-head win. China came into today in the 3rd spot due to face the United States in Thursday's quarterfinal. But with all but Sweden in action today, that could very easily change. And with that, we turn our attention to the final day of the preliminary round. Just 3 more games remaining before the medal round begins, and we'll start off with the final contest for Group A as Czechia took on Switzerland. Back to the Adirondack Bank Center, the Swiss still looking for their first win of the tournament, while Czechia can secure the 3 seed with a win. Now remember, both these teams are getting through to the medal round. First period, Czechia came to play. Just 37 seconds in, Teresa Vanasova dishes off to Aneta Tiralova, who puts the one-timer Fivola 1-0 Czechia right away. Later in the frame, Switzerland has a 5-on-3 advantage. Lara Stalder with the patience, waits and fires. That's a snipe, top corner from the slot. Switzerland is on the board, and we're back even at 1. To the second, 6 minutes left. Denisa Krzyzova wins the battle and takes it strong to the cage. She centers, it goes off the skate of Vanasova and into the back of the net. No kicking motion, that's a good goal, and Czechia is back on top 2-1. They'd get one more in the middle stanza, so 3-1 in the third. Power play for the Czechs, and Daniela Pesova calls checkmate. A long-range laser from the point finds the back of the net. Czechia goes up 4-1. They'd go on to win 6-1. Now, Natalie Mlinikova with 3 goals in the game. Czechia takes the 3 seed in Group A, while the Swiss stay put in 5th and will face Finland in the quarterfinals. Now to Group B and the first game of the day. Germany looking to clinch the top spot in Group B as they took on China, who again is clinging on to that 3rd and final qualifying spot for the medal round heading into today. The Germans don't take long to get the scoring going either. Just 28 seconds in. On a power play, Daria Gleisner puts on goal. Laura Klug right there on the doorstep to jam the juicy bratwurst of a rebound home. Germany leads by 1. With just over 4 minutes to go in the opening frame, another player advantage for the Germans. Klug the shot. This time she was stopped, but Emily Nix following it up to bury the second chance opportunity. That extends Germany's lead to 2. In the second, they're looking for more. Nearly midway through, Svenja Voigt finds a seam and rips a shot, but Xiaohui Zhan flashes the leather and makes a beautiful glove save. One of 40 stops in the contest for the Chinese netminder. So it'd be 2-0 late in the third. China has the net empty. Germany, though, with the takeaway, and Bernadette Karpf puts this one to bed. Slides it into the empty net to seal the deal. Germany wins 3-0 to secure the top seed in Group B with a perfect 12 points. Meanwhile, China stuck at 3. So now the Chinese await the results of the final game of the night to determine their fate. Denmark and Japan wrapping up the preliminary slate. A regulation win for either will lift them over China and into the quarterfinals. First period, Japan in control early and on a power play. Haruka Toko with the shot that's turned aside, but the rebound from Remi Koyama is not. She's listed at 4'11", but a giant goal from the Saibu Princess Rabbits forward as Japan grabs a 1-0 lead. In the second, less than a minute in, Japan's shot from the point is stopped. Akane Shiga on the doorstep, robbed by Emma Sophie Nordstrom to keep it a 1-goal game. Whew. Just past the midway point, another rush up ice for Japan. It's Shiga feeding Suzuka Taka right at the top of the crease for the tap-in. Can't put it on the tape any better than that. The Japanese lead by 2. And in the third, Rui Ukita would ice it with an empty netter. From the basement to the medal round, Japan wins it 3-0 to keep their run in the Women's Worlds alive and extend their stay here in Utica. So now the preliminary round is complete. Here's what the final Group B standings look like. Japan overtaking China, eliminating both the Chinese and Denmark as the top 3 in Group B advance to the medal round. Germany and Sweden, the other 2 moving on. In Group A, as you saw earlier, the U.S. atop the standings with 11 points, Canada behind them in second, then it's Czechia in third with 6 points, Finland in fourth with 3 points, and Switzerland in the cellar. But all 5 teams in Group A advance to the medal round, so everybody is safe and heading to Thursday's quarterfinals. As for the defending champs, Japan it is. The Team USA continues its gold medal defense as the United States face the Japanese in the quarterfinals on Thursday at 8:30 p.m. And taking a look at the full slate of quarterfinals matchups, busy day. 4 games at the odd, starting at 10 a.m. with Finland versus Switzerland. Then at 1:30, it's Czechia against Germany. At 5, Canada takes on Sweden. And then, of course, at 8:30, the United States and Japan. Winners advance to the semifinals on Saturday.
Get your popcorn. Gonna be fun.
Oh, man, I'm going to get a big tub of popcorn. I can't wait. Just an unbelievable tournament so far, and it's only going to get better from here.
All right, good stuff. Thanks, Spence.